What's going on YouTube? Early morning Saturday. So I was up this morning watching Super Trucker Podcast, which just popped up on my home time. They did a video this morning or yesterday called "Is Spot Market Rates Climbing and Does That Mean Buy a Truck?" Something along those lines. So I was watching it, listening to see what they guys say, and they was basically saying, spot market rates, drive-in, reefer, flatbed, all that stuff is kind of inching up higher over on the low boards like DAT and all the other ones, which I have seen the rates, start to go up a little bit. But then they said, Long Mountain is starting to get some inventory back in from people turning in their trucks, because of different rules and regulations. They out of business. So I go over on Long Mountain website to see what these trucks are. Let me take a look. Now, I know they got the new trucks. We're not interested. Well, I'm not interested in no trucks at all. But I got some people that's stuck in lease purchase programs, leasing programs, written programs, borrowing programs, no money down programs, bad credit score programs, less than $10,000 in the bank account programs. Just need a PN program, all them different terminologies that mean the same thing. And one particular guy I'm talking about, I was talking to him yesterday on the phone. He's over at Super Ego. He been there for probably like 2 years at this point. But he was telling me about his settlement and how they charge him for everything. As far as breakdowns, maintenance, tires, tolls, they charge him for everything. All that stuff comes out of his settlement, including the truck note and insurance and everything. Everything it costs. Everything. And who the hell told him to walk that damn dog this early in the morning? Got the whole neighborhood going off. Oh man, get the dog the hell on. Then he gonna stop. Then he turn around. Where you going, man? This fool here. You did not bring this damn dog up here. Stop and just stand there and let all the other dogs go off. He finally getting the hell on, y'all. My bad. I be hating when I do videos. I got dogs and stuff barking all over the place. They ain't gonna be quiet for the next 20 minutes. Shit. Man, we gotta do the video with the dogs barking. They not gonna be quiet. But anyways, man, so I'm seeing they got some 2022 internationals that came in. 2023 T680s. I see 2021 Kenworth T680. 2019 International Pro Star. Ooh, that just popped up. That wasn't even on there when I looked on my laptop. Okay, let's look at this 2019 International Pro Star. They want 2,500 down. It must be a Max Force. Let me see what it is. It's probably a Max Force. Nope, it's not a Max Force. Okay, well, let's talk about this truck right here. Okay, hold on. 2019 International LT. They want 2,500 down, $1,095 a month for 36 months. 2,500 down. Why would I be out here? I'm not even gonna get into the argument. I told my guy I ain't get him a truck, but he need about 7,500 cash for me to find like a Columbia or a Century and be able to pay all cash for it. It's about 7,500. We can find one. And I know I done lowered the bar for these guys. Usually it used to be we get your truck and you come up with about 15,000. But to be honest, bro, I really don't know any truck drivers that can come up with this type of money at all. I'm talking about the ones that ain't already got a truck. I'm talking about company drivers, lease drivers. I don't know any of them. 1099 company. I don't know nobody that can come up with 15,000. So I lowered the bar all the way down to 7,500. And look, guys, I can't. 7,500. That right there is already as difficult as it is to try to find a truck at that price point. SoCal said he can get you one for about 5. Okay, but guys, the bar is so low a child could step over it. But here we go. We gonna lower the bar even lower. I mean, at this point, we got the bar on the ground right here in Long Mountain. $2,500 down, $2,500. Now come on, now that's just 7 days of running with a. Come on, lease driver, y'all say I make $3,000, $32, $35 a week. This just 6 days of working your little lease truck. 2 weeks at the most to add 2 checks together. Just add 2 checks together. You got the down payment. And they got the ball. At this point, they just giving the truck away. And if you can't get the 2,500, just call them anyway, man. Just look, man, I'm a broke truck driver. I've been trucking 10, 20 years. I'm broke. I ain't got nothing in my name. I don't own nothing, and I don't want to own nothing. They may feel sorry for you, man. Just say, you know what? I'm feeling real bad for you. Sorry that happened. Sorry you've been trucking so long and you ain't got shit. We'll let you have it for you got $1. They may look. They may say, look, how about we just let you we'll put a down payment on the back end. You just give us $1. Just $1, you can get in it. And if you ain't got the $1, just ask one of your homeboys, can you borrow $1? Just call Andrew, man. I get $1, man. If it's that bad, I cash up you the little $1. I pay a little 10-cent extra on, for you to withdraw from Cash Up, whatever they charge. Is it 3 cents? I think it's 3%, 3 cents or so. I don't know, man. Okay, so 2,500 down. They got 5 trucks, 1,095, 30. By the way, y'all know I'm just trolling, right? You know I'm just talking noise, right? I know some of y'all I know y'all be really in your feelings. Y'all be like, put a name on it, Andrew. There ain't no name on it, fool. I don't know who's watching this, man. I don't know who can't come up with 7,500. If you can come up with 7,500, then it ain't you. You ever thought about that? If you can come up with 2,500 down, then it ain't you. But if you can't come up with 2,500 down and you ain't got $1, then I'm talking about you, fool. Yeah, no, that's $2. You can't now. That's come on now. I probably talking about you. Whoever can't come up with $1 or 2,500, we talking about you. Yeah, that's who. Yeah, we ain't got no names because that's a we don't know who can come up with it. It's tough times. People ain't got $1,000 to their name, so see that can apply to a lot of people. Now we ain't talking about people that ain't got no CDL. Obviously, $2,500 is a lot to come up with you outside the truck. We talking about truck drivers. I know I got people. Hey, wait a minute, Andrew. Hey, hold on. We ain't got 25 over here. We talking about people with a CDL that drive trucks. Okay. But anyways, okay, let me take a look at it. You got the Cummins X15, okay? So we working with something. We working with an expensive motor. We working with an expensive motor. It's a 2019. Let me see. They got one located in Texas, Iowa, Georgia. 3 of them in Georgia. One person didn't put the down payment on one of them. No, wait a minute. No, wait, I take that back. 4 of them. 4 of them done been reserved already, so they only got one left. Dang, y'all took this quick. They just posted this just now. Let me go to details for the one that's left. Okay, the one that's left, it's gonna be 459,000 miles, 2,500 down, $1,095 a month for 36 months, located in Texas. What kind of transmission? It doesn't say. Hopefully it's a manual. Nope, it's a 10-speed automatic. I would prefer manuals only, but it's automatic. Gear ratio 264, so, you know, climbing mountains gonna be hard, but that's all good. But it's got the Cummins. It's 15. I'm looking at the photos. Y'all can go look at the photos on Long Mountain website. Just a basic truck. At least it's got the windows for the sleeper. I like the ProStar, man. I like the ProStar. I don't see nothing wrong with the truck. Got some good tires on there. They need more engine photos, but it's all good. No, they got one engine photo. Let me look at the engine for the little small photo they got of it. It's 15, manufactured in 2018, so it's a 2018 It's 15. Okay, how much is it? Now, of course, it's going to be overpriced because it's Long Mountain. Of course, you can get all these trucks way cheap at the auction, probably half the price. But let me see what they want. $1,095. 1,095 times 36. 36, is it 36 months? Yep. They want $39,420 plus $2,500 down. They had about $42,000, but I wouldn't worry about the $42,000 part. What I would worry about is the $2,500 down, and where can you take this truck? If you could take the truck under your own authority, that'd be the best. Well, and for people that got experience with the authority, that'd be the best. If they let you take the truck anywhere, we working with something. But if it's like, you know, they got a list of companies, you got to be approved. I don't think Long Mountain work that way, do they? I think you can take the truck anywhere. I believe so, which that would be great. That would be great. You know, me personally, if it were one of my friends, we would go to the oil field. I'd tell him, hey man, bring that truck out here to the oil field with me, and we gonna make sure, you know, we gonna make sure you're straight. We gonna make sure you're straight in the oil field. I wouldn't do an OTR because too much could go wrong, you know, unless I have my own authority where I get paid the next day. Waiting for money, 2 weeks, waiting 2 weeks for money, 1 week for money. Look, you can't be waiting on money. You need to deliver, get paid, because things can go wrong in the very beginning when you first get this truck. Understand, it's got emissions. It's got emissions. If it was my friend, on day one, I gotta let them know, hey, we got to remove the cancer. We got to remove the cancer on day one. Look, do you want to own the truck or do you not? Do you want to own the truck or do you not? If you want to own the truck, we got to remove the cancer. And that ain't free. I don't know nobody removing cancer for free. Probably, you know, that truck got everything on it. Probably gonna run about $3,000, $3,500. $3,500. We can most definitely get it all the way good. $3,500. Did he turn around and come back, man? Okay, he ain't got the dog this time. I'm gonna say, man, God, they take the dog back to the house, fool. Damn. Oh, maybe they let my dog in. Okay, he kept going. But anyways, man, we got TSU parade today. Look, quick intermission. We got TSU parade today, man. My brother wanted me to go with him, but I like, bro, the parade started at 9. I'm pretty sure it's already, what time is it? It just turned 9. Me, man, bro, you gotta understand, I used to perform in a parade. I used to walk up and down Jefferson Street damn near every year from the time I was in freaking, I joined the band in 7th grade. In 7th grade, I was already in the high school band at Strapper High School because my mom was the majorette teacher. So at 7th grade, I leave middle school and then, you know, I be performing. I go and perform at the high school band, you know, after school band practice stuff. I come late and stuff, of course, because middle school got out later. But, man, from 7th grade all the way till I graduated, you know, 12th grade, bro, I used to march up and down Jefferson Street every year, bro. I used to actually perform in the parade. So, I don't miss it. I don't miss it. This one right here, being October, is not as bad. all Christmas parades are horrible. For the people performing in Christmas parades, horrible for the actual performance because it's so cold outside. Freezing, and you ain't got the right gear on, man. I'm talking about freezing, your hands frozen, your belly can blow. I used to play trumpet, so your belly you can't even fit your mouth right to even put enough air through the trumpet, man. You know, man. I don't know, man, but okay, back to the video. Okay, back to the video. So we removing the cancer. We in the oil field, cancer removed. Cancer removed. Now what, Andrew? Now we ride it till it blow. What? We ride the truck, cause I know y'all out there with the nonsense. We're gonna drive the truck until the engine blow. That's right. That's what we're gonna do. And if the engine don't blow up, then guess what? Then we good. You just keep paying. You're gonna pay it off as fast as possible though. 50,000 is a lot. 50,000 is a lot, but we're gonna try to pay it off as fast as possible. We're in the oil field. I say it should be paid off if you. More than likely, I'm talking about leasing on to a carrier in the oil field. Leasing on. So he's still getting paid weekly. Okay? If you got the authority, that's daily, but that's outside the oil field. But that's OTR, regional, whatever you do. In the oil field, lease on, get paid every Friday. I say 6 months the truck should be paid off. $50,000, 6 months, truck should be paid off, including dealing with whatever maintenance is gonna come on the side, okay? I'm not really worried about things that could go wrong on the outside of the motor. I'm worried about the motor blowing. But at 400,000 miles and the cancer removed, the motor shouldn't blow. The motor shouldn't blow. Now I know, some of my friends, they're gonna say, redo the rods and mains. Ain't got no problem with that. Redo the rods and mains. But the cancer got to go. It got to go. If you can't remove the cancer, there ain't no point in getting the truck, in my opinion. There ain't no point in getting none of these trucks, if you ask me. There ain't no point in getting none of these trucks. Now, Congress is working on the bill, if you saw the video yesterday, to where they're going to make removing the cancer legal. Now, I saw some of y'all in the comments. I said, Andrew, what's removing the cancer? What is that? Y'all, see, some of y'all ain't caught on to the cancer. Y'all don't know what's going on. Let me explain again. When a human being got cancer in their body, the cancer is going to get worse and worse and worse if you don't go see a doctor. And sometimes you can go see the doctor at the last second. He ain't really much they can try to, you already stage 4, stage 5. They gonna do what they can. It ain't guaranteed. If you would have came earlier, stage 1, stage 2, we could have removed the cancer. So we want to go see my guy. Well, why I say stage 1? Stage 1 is you just got the truck. We're going straight to the cancer doctor. That's when the cancer is on stage 1. Stage 5 is when, hey Andrew, man, I'm derated on the side of the road, man. I'm down to 5 miles an hour. You on stage 5? That's stage 5 cancer. You done messed all the way up. Cause at stage 5, now it's gonna cost you. Now it's gonna cost you. All right, man. We gotta call some old mechanic out to try to, I guess regen it for 4 hours on the side of the road, or call some tow truck. Play the not sensor game. At that point, you done jacked up. You all messed up. At that point, you just throwing money away. When you at 5 mile per hour D rate, you throwing money away at that point, unless you go over to OTR Performance Solutions and you got we need a new name for it. You got it's like a second life. Yeah, it's a device when you done messed up the first life because you already hit stage 5. It's like you just plug in the OTR solution device and you hit restart. Because you messed up, you hit restart, and then it bring you all the way back to stage 1 again. Yeah. But even that device costs. It don't cost much, right? It's under $500, I believe. But we ain't even trying to go that route at all. We ain't trying to go that route. Well, Andrew, what about the warranty? Look, you care about a warranty. Warranty don't do nothing for me. It don't do nothing for me. I ain't never had a warranty. Y'all know I've been truck driving 10 years. I don't know. I ain't never dealt with nothing dealing with warranty. I don't know nothing about no warranty. I don't care about no warranty. And warranty ain't gonna save me nothing. Okay? Nothing. I don't know nothing about it. I can't tell you nothing about it. I ain't never read no warranty. I don't know how they work. I ain't never had warranty on nothing in my life, on TVs, nothing. When they ask me, would you like warranty on your TV? 3-year protection at Walmart? You know what I tell them? No! Fool! You tell them, yeah! I tell them no. Keep my money in my pocket. Fool! Warranty? What the hell going wrong with the TV in 3 years? What? I mean, is it gonna fall off the wall or something? Or you gonna knock it over? You got a kid that's gonna throw a cup of water at it or something? What's going wrong with the TV? If I need to buy a warranty on the TV because it could go out, I don't need this brand of TV then. What the hell we doing then? What old school TV? Old school TV ain't going out. Oh, okay. It ain't going out. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. I'm on the warranty. Okay, so yeah, I would just go to the oil field, like I said, remove the cancer, and I just ride the truck. You know, obviously you'll have some small stuff on the side that could go out. Water pump may go out. Starter, alternate, you know, the same thing on the 12-7, everything on the side, all that stuff can go out. You just replace it, airbag, blow, shock, blow, tires, blow, brakes go out. You know, everybody got to do that. Oil changes, you got to do the oil changes. You know, that ain't nothing new. All that stuff, everybody got to do. But we got to try to pay the truck down as much as possible because we got to prepare for the Inframe, which is the most important. You got a Cummins, it's going to cost way more money to Inframe that motor than pretty much all the other motors. It's going, because I already went on ATL diesel and looked, it's going to cost. It's going to cost. It's going to cost more than the pack car, but when I looked on Long Mountain website at some of these trucks, I was like, would I take a pack car, a MS-13, or would I take this Cummins X15? I'm going to go with the Cummins because I know old school mechanics that can still rebuild that. A pack car, I don't have any connections for that. Even though the pack car overhaul was cheaper through ATL diesel as far as getting the parts, I don't know nobody who can rebuild that. That Cummins X15, I can still go through the hood in Memphis, Tennessee, and Mississippi and get that thing, you know, $5,000 for the label. That pack car, man, that sound like the dealership. I don't know, that sound like the dealership. Dealership, that's $275 an hour, $225 an hour, 60, 70 hours. I don't know nothing about that. I need the $5,000 we can get you done. Matter of fact, I got a Cummins guy that rebuilding right there in Odessa, Texas. I got a Cummins guy right there. That's all he do, matter of fact, is Cummins engine. So I already got somebody who can rebuild that crap. But you want to try to pay the payments down as much as possible because we preparing for the Inframe. But the Inframe shouldn't come into about 700,000 plus miles, you know. But it could come early. You just never know. You never know. You don't know when it's going to come. But you don't want to be rebuilding the motor and you still owe 40,000 on the truck. That don't make no sense. I wouldn't even pay for an Inframe unless I owe less than probably $20,000 on the truck and it's mine. And as cheap as these payments are, what's the payments? Basically $1,100 a month. You go get a 1099 company job with one of these Russians and still pay that truck off. See, I like that. I like when, okay, Andrew, look, man, look here, I blew the motor, Andrew. Damn, I ain't got no money to rebuild it. Still owe money on the truck, but you can go 1099. You go 1099, you just pay the truck off and then start getting up the rebuild money, you know? Because all this stuff is a lot better than, Andrew, I'm going to pay $800-900 a week, 3-4 years, and hope that they going to give me the title. Long Mountain, they ain't no hoping. Long Mountain is real simple. At the end of the payment, at the end of the 36 months, when you make your last payment, they give you the title. They ain't no guessing, they ain't no if, they ain't no rug pull. They ain't no rug pull. Especially if you can go to whatever company you can go to, which I'm pretty sure you can. They ain't no rug pull. You got control over what you do. If the carrier playing funny, you can quick go somewhere else. So ain't no rug pull. All they want is their money. But let me go over to ATL Diesel right quick. ATLdiesel.com. Let's go to the Cummins motor. Now, I did notice that they got, let's go to It's 15. They got some new part suppliers called Patriot. I don't know who they are, but I'm seeing they got this Stage 5 Patriot cylinder head for $5,494. It look pretty decent, but I don't know who they are. Stage 5, huh? I got a Stage 2 cylinder head on my cat motor. But we're not looking to do a cylinder head. We're just looking to do a basic Inframe if we blow the motor. So when I look at the basic Inframe kits, I'm looking for IPD. They looking, they're about 5,200. I see one for 49. I don't know what the difference is. Damn, they only got 2 options? Interstate Maccabee, I'm not looking to do that. I either want IPD or, bro, that look like that's it. It's either IPD or either you call Cummins and see how much they overhaul kit is for OEM. That look like that's the only 2 options. Damn, that's crazy. That's the only 2 options, man. So IPD, yeah, it's based off the serial number. I would call Cummins and see if they overhaul kit is about $5,000. If it is, I get it from the dealership. If they talking 10, 8, 9, all that nonsense, I'm coming over to ATL Diesel, man. I'm gonna go with the IPD kit. That's what I went with in my cat motor. How I rebuild it with that? I just do a basic Inframe kit, and probably I wouldn't put no new cylinder head on. I had a mechanic inspect the cylinder head though, inspect all the valves and stuff to make sure, ain't nothing bent, broken, anything like that. If it is, then I just have them, rebuild the cylinders in the cylinder head, rebuild the valves and stuff. But once we do the Inframe, it's pretty much we good to go. Slap the motor back together, and then at that point, you can really pay it off. But like I said, you should get, the truck ain't even got 500,000 miles on it. So at the most, we'll probably just do the rods and mains. And then at that point, we'll just ride that crap to, like I said, first of all, to pay this truck off, we only need 100,000 miles. Okay, so from 500,000 miles to 600,000 miles, that's all we need to pay $50,000. We just 100,000 miles. That's all the truck need to work for us to pay it off. Once we pay it off, then we work on the Inframe. And at that point, now if the truck is paid off and we want to do an Inframe, that's when I start looking at that Patriot kit, the Stage 5 cylinder heads, and the IPD kit, and all, the most expensive parts. But like I said, keep in mind, pack car, that Inframe kit is cheaper. Detroit Diesel, they don't have no DD15s. Obviously, I would like a DD15 over the Cummins or over the pack car, but I didn't see any DD15s. It was pretty much Cummins and pack car. I'm going with the Cummins. For $2,500, I don't see what you got to lose. I mean, obviously, we all know if you can't make the payments on the Long Mountain truck, they're gonna come get it, and who cares if it go on your credit? They stopped putting stuff on driver's credit, but if they did put on your credit, what does it matter, man? You don't own nothing. You ain't using your credit for nothing. It ain't like you ain't trying to finance no car. You ain't trying to finance no house. So what you need the credit for anyway? You already ain't got no 800, 700 credit score anyway. Shit already in the toilet anyway. Hey, you need to be paying for cash for stuff anyway, the way this economy is. You don't need no damn credit. Credit for what? To go get a car? Even if you had a 500 credit score, you know what they're going to tell you at the car lot? Well, can you put something down? Can you put 20% down? Okay, well, they try and get you for 20 and 30% interest. Okay, but it's simple interest. It's simple interest. You know what that means? Use a truck driver. That means if you sit there and take 5 years, the whole life of the loan to pay it off, yeah, you're going to pay double for the car. But guess what? Use a truck driver. A little $10,000 car should be paid off. I ain't going to say it this year because we only got 2 months left, but before winter time over with, the damn car should be paid off. You shouldn't be paying all this money in interest, fool. That's when I should have threw my hat at the camera. I ain't gonna do it this time though. But let me get up out of here, man. I got some stuff to do. Like I said, they only got one more truck at that $2,500 down payment, but the rest of them trucks, $4,000 now. Look, I'd rather do that before I pay one of these stupid carriers $800-900 a week and do like these dumb lease drivers on YouTube. Man, fuck all that. Forget all that. I take my chances. I roll the dice. But I graduated from high school. When you graduate from high school, shit, man, good God almighty, y'all be surprised. Y'all be surprised. That high school diploma, it actually works for the ones that cross the stage. Helps you think better. And if you went to college, oh man, you could think even better. All right, y'all, I'm out of here.